Hey, it's A-Train, the ruggedly handsome one. In this video, we're going to talk about Windows updates. I'm going to show you everything you need to know. How to configure and run Windows updates in Windows Vista and Windows 7. If you're using Windows XP or Windows 8, check out one of our other links in the comments. Before we talk about Windows updates, though, let me visit the Action Center down here. The Action Center is found in the notification area. When you click on it, it shows you a number of different things that you may want to pay attention to. For this one, we're going to pay attention to the option here called Change Windows Update Settings. That's one way to access Windows updates, by clicking on that. If you happen to see this pop up quite a bit, you should probably take notice of it. To get to Windows updates, it's very easy in Windows 7 and Windows Vista. You click on Start, and in the command box here, type in Windows Update, and as you start to type, you're actually searching all the different programs on your computer. At the top here is Windows Update, so we can just press Enter, and that will bring up the Windows Update control panel here. Now, as you can see on my computer, this is a fresh installation, so I have a large number of updates available. Yours may look a little better than this, and hopefully yours doesn't look any worse than this. So we'll start with the settings first over here in the corner. So first and foremost, you have three different options here: important updates, recommended updates, and who can install updates. I'm going to focus on the first one here. For important updates, you have four different options. The first one is let Windows handle it entirely. Obviously that's the most recommended one. The second option, download updates, but let me choose whether to install them. Check for updates, but let me choose whether to download and install them, or never check for updates. And in all actuality, you should never choose this option. In this day and age, you have to keep an updated Windows box. That's probably why you're watching this video. So really, the only thing you need to know between these options is that in the first one, you don't have to touch anything. In the second option, Windows will automatically download the updates, but you can choose when you want to install them. This would be a good option if your computer continually reboots when you're in the middle of working on it. And the third option here is to check for updates, but let me choose when and where to download them and install them. So for my option, that's where I'm at right now, is check for updates, but let me choose when to install it. The only difference that this checkbox here in the second section means is that, oh, here, let me show you. I can open up another Windows Update box here. And if you'll notice, you can see how I have 73 important updates and 65 optional updates. If I check this box, it's going to combine these updates over here all into one giant number. That's really not a bad setting to keep in mind, unless you really don't like some of the things that Windows Update carries, and I'll get to that in a second. So for now, let me close out these other settings, and we'll get back to these. The last one, who can install updates. If you have any other non-administrative user accounts on your machine, and for some reason they should not be allowed to install updates, you would want to uncheck this. But really, I can't see who would not want to have these installed. So let's take a look at hiding an update. Let's say we are in these optional updates here, and the only difference between the important updates and optional updates are the severity level of what they fix. So under the important updates here, you'll see a lot of security vulnerability updates, which, as you can see, the list is just huge. Windows Defender here, some definition updates and things. Versus in the optional section, you'll find some drivers, you'll find some stability enhancements that aren't critical, some language packs here, which Windows 7 and Vista always make you download. So those kinds of things. These are non-critical. But let's say I didn't care about any of these language packs. What I can do is I can choose one, right-click on it, and choose Hide Update. And what that's going to do is it's going to make it kind of grayed out. You see the difference now? Here, let me move that away. And I can choose a number of different updates by holding the Shift key, selecting my first one, selecting my last one, and then I can hide all the updates in one fell swoop. And other than that, that's it for Windows updates. Pretty pretty self-explanatory and straightforward beyond that. And the only thing left to do is click Install Updates and wait for Patch Tuesday. Patch Tuesday is the second Tuesday of every month. It's when Microsoft chooses to just download or to push out a whole bunch of updates for all the computers worldwide. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Thanks.